When the world feels quite unstable, investors flee to safe haven, and the gold has long been considered as a safe haven asset for thousands of years.
Yes, it sounds like the classic fear to trade. And when fear appears, something happens, and people like to hold to more tangible assets, something that is valuable across all of human history.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Crypto Friday. I'm Vivian, and with our old friend Pablo. Hi Pablo.
Hello Vivi, thank you everyone for joining. And Vivi, today we're exploring something that's reshaping the entire financial landscape. The convergence of crypto and traditional finance, right Vivi?
Yes, but before we start, let me ask you a very personal question. In terms of trading, what are the best decisions in your trading life? Do you still remember?
Wow, that's a big question. I might have two. One is that I folded my Bitcoin.
Okay, so I guess that's quite long ago, right? When you bought them.
Yes, for sure. I mean, it would have been different if I bought it on October, maybe, and market has been quite interesting lately, right?
Yeah, and to me, it's quite difficult to navigate the market recently. And yes, as you said, it's one of your best decisions. Then how about others? What other good decisions you made, you remember?
Probably I didn't sell my gold either.
Okay, then that's really smart. The digital gold with the real gold, a super combination.
Yes, I would say thank you, but it was all on me. So, I mean, it's not an investment advice. It's just my personal opinion. It's new to me, to be honest. And what I was thinking is early last year, everything was about the BTC and the price and booming up. And the end of the year was most about gold, right?
Yes, and we are seeing a quite different trend in the market recently. On one hand, we're quite still not sure if the bear market is coming to an end already. On the other hand, we've seen price surge dramatically throughout the late 2025 into early 2026.
Yes, it's quite trendy now within the crypto community at the moment. The growth in Bitcoin price in the past few years, I mean, we remember what happened in 2023 and 2024, but what about last year? I mean, it didn't happen like that in 2025, especially last quarter. I mean, we kind of get stuck in between 80 and 90K. And it was different with gold, in my opinion. I mean, it reached the all-time high, and I get asked a lot of times why this happened. And today I believe this is a good occasion for us to have a deeper dive in that. And I hope to know your take on this, Vivi.
Oh, well, I think the first reason, and maybe the mostly widely known one, is geopolitical uncertainty. Just look at the world around us. We've got ongoing tensions in multiple regions, election cycle creating political uncertainty as well. And also trade disputes and supply chain concerns. When the world feels quite unstable, investors flee to safe haven, and the gold has long been considered as a safe haven asset for thousands of years. So it has survived everything, wars, depressions. It's like everyone is looking for a reassurance.
Yes, it sounds like the classic fear to trade. And when fear appears, something happens, and people like to hold to more tangible assets and something that it's valuable across all of human history, and that's what I'm talking about.
Yes, exactly. And I wouldn't say that's the only reason behind it. Maybe another very important factor is the interest rate. Compared to other investment options, gold doesn't bear interest, but it stores value. So when central bank cut rates, the opportunity cost of holding non-yielding asset decrease significantly. So think about it. If you are getting less return from a bond and saving accounts, suddenly gold becomes way more attractive as a way to store value.
Yes, and that's probably because gold doesn't pay any dividends or interest, right? And when rates are high, you lose potential gains elsewhere. So now the situation maybe is the opposite, and people can make much profit with other assets. So why not gold?
Yes, exactly. And do you remember when the rates went down last quarter? That's precisely when the gold rally took off. It was like watching a rocket launch, like the gold price stepping up every day. That's really an amazing period of time, and it's also creating a lot of opportunities.
I mean, again, it's not advice, but it sounds like it's a big time for people to make decisions in their portfolios, right?
Yes, and it's not just individual investors. Central banks are doing it too. They are also diversifying their portfolios to reduce their reliance on like certain assets like stock and bonds, seeing gold as a safe and a stable alternative investment. It also protects the reserve from inflation and balance the risk. So in general, gold helps central bank to build financial resilience and trust, as large gold holdings can demonstrate financial strength, providing a kind of like source of liquidity and credibility, and can be used as a collateral for emergency financing. So if they can't get other foreign asset at some point, gold is always something that those central bank and institutions will go. So when there is a hype for gold among central banks, the price goes up. We can see the trend from like Asia and also US and European. This is almost happening throughout the last year. Like around the world.
It sounds easy, but it's like it came back to the basics. I mean, it's just supply and demand.
Yes, the world is changing. The time is changing as well. So from institutional to individual, everyone wants to manage the risk and diversify their source of return.
Amir, I'm sure it's what our users need to do, probably. Since we launched gold perpetual futures trading last year, it has become one of the most popular assets of BingX, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yes, and it's not everything that we offer. We have built a comprehensive offering of real-world assets from gold, silver to oil and gas, and also as well as forex pairs, stocks, and indices. Now we already have more than 60 underlyings trading on our platform, with more to come in the future. So now we want to consolidate all of them on BingX TradFi.
I understand this is quite exciting for everyone, us at BingX for sure, and probably all of you in the audience. We are working hard. More choices for our users in our platform. That's our main goal, for you to have more from where to choose. And integrating TradFi into our ecosystem maybe is a big step forward for us. But now I would like to invite our special guest today, because every time in Crypto Friday we have a special guest. Today I'm going to welcome Lucas, our head of fiat business, and I want him to tell us more about BingX TradFi. So I welcome him. Hello, Lucas. How are you?
Hey, hi,
Hi,
bro.
Lucas.
Hey, hi, BB. Nice to meet you guys here. Yeah, this is Lucas. I'm currently taking the head of fiat business role in BingX. Yeah, I'm working like pretty long, like more than like 7 or 8 years in the crypto exchanges. Yeah, and also we have I have the diversity on the fiat between the TradFi and cryptos as well. Yeah, it's very honored to join this session with Vivian and Pablo.
Likewise.
Okay, well, thank you for joining us today, Lucas. I know building BingX TradFi is not just a milestone for us, but also enriching the integration of crypto and TradFi. So when Bitcoin was just created, I think people wouldn't expect crypto to be so deeply connected with so many different traditional financial sector and with so many different use cases. So can you tell us, like from your perspective, how it works? How can people trade those RWAs on chain?
Yes, basically when we say RWA, it is like a real-world asset on the chain, right? So basically things you trade in either BingX or other platforms, it's actually tokenized. And all of the price of these commodities is mapped on the chain. And also, it's not a real thing. For example, if you trade the gold in our platform, TradFi things, it's actually a perpetual contract. You didn't buy the real gold from the bank or other like traditional marketplace. Yeah, it's just like you trading derivatives like perpetuals just like you trade it as like Bitcoin, like Ethereum. Yeah, it's actually very simple, and the process and the experience is exactly the same when you trade other things on our platform.
Yeah, you're right. And I think, as you mentioned, tokenization is, from my point of view, is really a game changer here. I know people who have like multiple apps on their phones, like one for stock, one for derivative, one for crypto, and maybe one for some other assets. But now people, like traders, can manage everything in one app. In fact, it's like a trend among crypto exchanges where they get involved in a little bit of everything. And yeah, that's pretty much the trend in this industry. So my next question is, what do you think are the factors that can set us apart?
Yeah, first of all, I think things like window to integration first. Let's say like after the very long building, I think TradFi is, this was already the part of the BingX trading experience. Yeah, as you may already know, like we are top 5 derivatives and the trading platforms during all of the CX. And also you may not know is like we are actually the first platform who launching the copy trading, which is demonstrate our like strong foundation to integrate the TradFi into our products and the service. And now we can see like almost every CX has the copy trading this functionality, but we are the one who created it first. Yeah, and also like now we support a lot of like assets in like futures and tradings, including the gold, the silver, copy trading functionality, and also we are including more. Besides, I think we also offer it in a very low fees. And also we have the higher flexibility. We have like 500x leverage, help our traders to achieve more benefit from their trading strategies.
Yeah, well, yes, our team is working very hard to build a seamless user experience and a more dynamic market. We hope to integrate more choice into our platform so that our user can stay ahead and have maybe less FOMO, hopefully.
Okay, I take on now, and thank you, Vivian and Lucas, for this conversation that we all wanted to hear from you. And we talk a lot about integration, and I believe it's something bigger than just us. But let's try to zoom out a little bit for a moment. And I ask you both, what does this convergence between crypto and traditional finance mean for the broader financial landscape?
Okay, maybe I go first. From my side, we've witnessing something really like changing every day, and I think it's a big deal. We're seeing two simultaneous movements, and they are fundamentally transforming how finance work. On one side, like we talked earlier, crypto in general is embracing traditional finance through tokenization. In addition to what we have mentioned, like commodities, stocks, and indices, there are also real estate tokens, tokenized bonds, tokenized PE tokens, so on and so forth. So blockchain is making traditional assets more accessible, more divisible, tradable beyond traditional market opening hours. I think that's really innovative. That is a good innovation that crypto bring to the market, and eventually will influence how the financial market work.
And Lucas, how about traditional finance? Are we seeing anything interesting?
Yeah, exactly. I think for especially for like fiat perspective view, like most major banks and most of the banks, they are actually very very skeptical for like past few years. But now they are also holding crypto on their balance sheet. Also, like we can say some of the very huge traditional financial institution like BlackRock, like they're like iShares Split Contract ETF. We call the IBIT or like something else. Their AUM, it grows very quickly from like 20 billion to 100 billion in very 2 years time. I think besides like also we can see most of the banks, they are changing their view and also their strategy on the crypto custody and also the trading things. Yeah, they are now offer security crypto custodian service to either exchanges or like some other asset management companies. We can see the very huge changes and also the digital asset exposure in their portfolios. Yeah, we can see like it's a very big change in recent 1 or 2 years.
So what I understand is that they are not competing anymore. I believe. Usually or some time ago, people would have thought about those two, crypto and TradFi, being rivals, and only one will win at the end, some kind of contest. But now they are merging into something new, right, Vivi?
Yeah, exactly. This is something I think really important for our community to understand. Crypto was never about to destroy traditional finance. It's about expanding our choice, about like financial inclusion, about giving people tools and controls of their assets. It comes back to the idea of decentralization. I think it's making TradFi products accessible to more people, meaning more choice and more opportunities. That's never only mean that competing and crypto and traditional finance will pretty much serve the same group of users, same group of traders who have the needs to invest and want to seek opportunities through the global financial market.
I think from my point of view, there are a few points. Is like first, it's about the diversity. For the multiple asset access, I think it's pretty essential for the professional traders to do the risk management. I think also for the ordinary customers like us, we also need to put some gold in our balance sheet. for the risk management, for the economic exchange. Second thing is like now like everyone has more choice. Like IKEA. One of their slogans is like they bring the good design to everyone. I think for now, for us, for BingX, we bring more and more assets to every users. For example, we had to imagine the ordinary users like in Africa, like in other countries and regions. Previously, they don't have any chance to trade like this gold, like US stocks. They never have this chance. But now we bring this chance to them. They have the very good choice to invest, to do the investment. Also, it's about the money efficiency. Crypto and blockchains, I think, is currently one of the basic solution to do a very fast changing market. The global market now become more and more concentrated, and also like everyone needs to trade everything is only on our platforms. Yeah, I think that's a very big change for them.
So the conclusion that I take is like crypto and TradFi are supplementing each other, and everyone can benefit from this trend with more choices. So pay attention and see what you can do with both options now all together at BingX. I understand this, and I feel this has been an incredibly insightful for everyone. And before we wrap up, I want to ask you both a few questions. I will start with Lucas. Where do you see this going, and what's next for multi-asset trading?
I think as for now, we are still actually very, very early stage, and there is very much potential there, and there are a lot of things to do. Crypto is not just about the crypto itself. Now we are getting more and more chance and more connection to our real world asset. I think the generation will be the next generation will be very different for us, and I think they will do more things. And now I think especially since like we can see the trading volume of the TradFi is growing very huge, but it's just still a very small piece in the traditional finance trading volume. So I think our next generation, they will see the opportunities to change the history. Yeah, I think that is. I'm very optimistic about these futures.
Yeah, I share the same very optimistic opinion. Whether you are a crypto native who are like looking for traditional finance assets, or a traditional trader exploring crypto, there is never been a better time to expand your horizon as of today, as of the time of this year. And at BingX, we are committed to being at the forefront of the evolution, and we are constantly listening to our community, watching the market trend, and building new features and tools. So this integration of TradFi and crypto isn't a project, it's our ongoing mission.
I have to say that I love both answers, both approaches from each of you. And you ended up talking about the users and our community, and we want to hear from our communities. And if we can ask you, what other assets would you want on the platform? What futures would help you trade better? That's something that you can connect with me, with Vivi, or whoever on socials, leaving a comment on this video. And let's see what's next. I mean, we have a lot of announcements, and you are already used to Crypto Friday, but this is the end of this episode, and I want to thank both Vivian and Lucas for being here today.
Yeah, thank you, Amro. Thank you, Vivian. And thanks everyone with us today.
Okay, thank you all. I will see you next time on Crypto Friday.
Bye, thank you.
Yeah, see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.